time, it's beer man. Whoa. Oh shit, my phone's on. Yeah. Fuck that all up. What's up, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? It's another beer and cheese pairing Tuesday. So welcome. You guys are awesome. We got a great panel again tonight. And we got Smoky Ninja here as a special guest, and hopefully he continues to come back. So thank you for being here, man. Let me get me off this solo thing and do some stuff here real quick. Oops. Okay. Let's show our names. All right, so we have Smoky Ninja here. We have Miscellaneous Magnets. We have Bumpy Road Brewery, and we have Miss Nina. How you doing, guys? Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Pretty good.
I've been waiting for this for a while.
Whisky Scout's joining us too now. Right on, welcome. Hey, right on. Bumpy. Me too. I have been waiting too, Bumpy. I have been really waiting for this day.
Don't let Bumpy fool you. He said he's been drinking since like 3.
Yeah, but I've been waiting around for beer and cheese.
You haven't been eating anything all day. It's cheese time.
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that little liquid lunch.
Well, so what will? Hey, wait, what's up, Robert? How you doing? Cheers, man. Cheers, Whisky Scout.
All right, I've been busy. That's why I'm in this room. This is my busy room.
Yep. Robert, the closet scout.
Hey, don't look in that closet. No. That's actually my wife's overflow closet.
Oh man.
But
well, we're gonna
all the stuff you can't see, my desk and all the other stuff that's around this is in this room. Paperwork.
Your get away from it all room.
Yeah.
The man cave for the moment.
I didn't feel like running downstairs and firing up the other computer. So
hopefully you got air conditioning in there. I'm hot as hell.
Well, where are we at? We getting started, warmed up?
So we're going to start up there with Smokey, and then we're going to go around the clock here until you get to me. And if there's anyone else that pops in, I can have up to 9 people. So, get on in here if you want to be here. So bring your cheese and beer of choice. So right on. So Smoky Ninja, it's all you. It's all you.
All right, guys. So I'm going to start off with one of the best breweries I've heard about locally, and it's going to be the Mother's Company Chug Chug Suckle Suckle. And I've had their original New England IPA, the Sunshine Chug Suckle, and that's only 6%. So this bad boy comes in at a 10%, and I have yet to have this. But it is just a juice bomb as you pour it. And on the nose, it just smells of mango. No alcohol for 10%. It absolutely smells delightful. Yeah, on the lips, all you taste is really just a juice bomb of mango. It tastes just like the other one, but maybe a little more fruity. The alcohol is so well hidden on this. And tonight, I'm pretty new to eating cheers with my beer, cheese with my beer. So I'm gonna mix it with one of my favorite cheeses, 12-month-old aged white cheddar. And I do believe these have that beautiful little salt crystals inside, and which is my favorite part of the aged cheddar variety. When you bite into this, it's just so rich. Your mouth just immediately smells of cheese funk, which is absolutely delightful. As you bite into it, it's almost a little texture change with the salt crystals because of the aging process. And I've never mixed this with a beer, but I thought a very fruity IPA would really mix extremely well with such a salty beer. So while the cheese is coating my mouth, I'm going to take a nice long gulp of this delicious beer. Yeah, the salt just really brings out the fruit and makes it back off that bitter. Some people would say these lazy IPAs are really kind of like bitter orange juice, like ruined orange juice. But at the end of the day, you mix it with something so salty like this, it just brings that fruit right to the palate. Mangoes, papaya, I don't taste anything other than just a good glass of juice that'll get you drunk.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds tasty.
Thank you very much, man. We go around and then I give you my final review, right?
Oh, did you?
Indeed.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
For some fucking reason, excuse my French, I got a little betwixtled there. I that's my own word right now at the moment. It's the first thing that came to my head.
Cheers to Betwixtle.
Betwixtled. Yeah. Betwixelated and shit.
The left twixel or right betwixt?
That's not a Bumpyism. That's just a myism. Shoot. All right. So let's go to miscellaneous. Very good, man. That was awesome. That sounded delicious. All right.
Yeah. All right.
We're all
So
back together now. Okay.
I'm gonna show you the cheese I got first. I've got a aged cheddar, crafted with Fat Tire Amber Ale. $6.99 for the block of cheese. Made with whole milk, Fat Tire, Amber Ale, cultures, salt, and enzymes. It's got a pretty good shelf life. There's the cheese. White. This kind of reminds me of that Bella Fatina that a lot of people bring into the table. It's got that like fruity beeriness to it, but yeah, beer I got to pair with it though was you'll never guess, Fat Tire. So that was my thoughts. You know, if they're gonna put out a cheese and they make it with a beer, in theory, their products should go together. So let's go for it.
Brand loyalty right there.
I don't know. I haven't had one of these in a long time. It's been a while. Long time. So, there it is. Nothing too fancy. I'm sure everybody here's had one of these one time in their life. Effervescent, golden, it's slightly amber, white head, tight knit bubbles. Looks pretty good. So, let's go for the nose. Smells like your typical average ale. Got a little sweet maltiness to it. Not getting too much like any bready notes or anything, but anyways, cheers.
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 I like it. Wow, that's good. But last time I drank this, it's been many years, and I had this, and I wasn't into craft beer, and I had this, and I was like, "Oh, that's not what beer's supposed to taste like." But I guess I was wrong. So it's pretty good. It's got a nice light hoppiness to it, crisp, refreshing. I did pop this in the freezer slightly before I had it. I am getting like subtle, like white bready flavors from the malt. It's just got a nice light hoppiness to it. Let me see here. Everybody's 5.2%, 22 IBUs. They use a house ale yeast to make it. Hops are Willamette, Goldings, and Nugget. The malts are Pale, C80, Munch, and Victory. So just a little knowledge there. So let's go ahead and try the cheese. Ramble on. You. The cheese is good, man. It's not dry for an aged cheddar. I mean, it is a little crumbly, but not too bad. Saltiness isn't bad. Sorry if you're getting feedback. My phone's going off in the other room. I'm not getting up. Pretty mild, actually. Does have like a sweet little light fruity taste to it that comes through with the beer. I've had a few ale cheeses, but not bad. Let's see if it works together. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers, Miscellaneous.
I like it. The beer is just subtle enough that the cheese actually comes through, the flavor of the cheese, one doesn't overpower the other. I'm gonna sit back and indulge for a little bit, and I'll get back at you.
One doesn't overpower. That's good though. That's good. That sounds awesome. Okay, cool. Good job, man. Great review. All right.
I try.
You try. We all try. We all try for ice cream. Ice cream. Didn't make sense. But
I like ice cream.
And I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna try hot. So I do have 2 beers now. Beer man, I don't know how you want me to do this. You want me to wait until we come back around and do the second beer? Or do you want me to do
it all right now.
Do it all right now?
Yeah.
Because all right, so I was pre-gaming with the beer that I was going to choose to drink with the cheese that I have, and just tasting this beer. And I haven't even tried the cheese yet, but I'm pretty sure the cheese is going to overpower this beer. So I have something else as well for my next beer. But this is from Allagash Brewing Company. They're out of Portland, Maine. It's called Nowadays Blonde Ale, and they do it in a lager style. I already poured it out. Like I said, I have some, so just a little sipper. Let's generate some head on here. It's got a white film, so the coloration of the beer is soft, nice golden color, pretty clear, quite clear. Little bit of a haze to it, but not bad. The aromas. It's got like a little bit of a tea note. This beer is 3 months old from the time of packaging. There's a little bit of like an herbaceous tea. Maybe a slight hint of what used to be citrusy as well from the hops, but not really there anymore. Not really citrus forward, just a slight little squeeze of a citrus note in there, but mostly herbaceous tea. That's what I'm going to go with. First swig of my beer I've been drinking. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, Bumpy.
So it's got kind of a little bit of a grainy to cracker type malt base. There is a little bit of that kind of like tea, that herbaceous tea note coming up through in the flavor. Tiny hint of a bitterness at the end, but it's pretty much well just balanced around board. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. It's just almost bland, but it does have that herbaceous tea note going for it. So the cheese that I do have is feta cheese with Mediterranean herb. From the cheese, I don't believe this one's actually done with goat milk, because it says skim milk and all that other stuff. So I think it is from a cow. Oh no! I thought I could just flip the top and start eating it, but there is actually plastic wrap on top of this. So there we go. Let's open this up. Oh wow! Yeah, you get a lot of the spices coming through, the Mediterranean herbs in there. Little tiny. It smells like Pizza Hut.
Oh, yum.
You get like a quick whiff of a little bit of a cheese aroma. Not too funky, but definitely has a little bit of a pungent note to it. And the herbs in this are definitely coming through. It's like, Greek salad definitely in there. Like I said, first thing it reminded me of was Pizza Hut. When you just walk into a Pizza Hut, you have all those pizzas being made with various spices, and you have like the red pepper flakes and all that jive on the table, a little bit of garlic or whatnot. Let's take a chunk of this. Green olives.
Love it.
Yum. I love olives, green olives.
Yeah, I mean the herbs in this definitely overpower what the cheese I think would actually be. Not really picked up on a lot of the cheese notes, I don't think, but picking up on a lot of what you would find in like a Greek salad, with like the dressing and the various tomatoes and olives and all that stuff in there. Kind of a dry cheese. Does dry out my palate. A little bit of a tang, I guess, from the cheese, but yeah, like I said, the herbs are definitely taking over, even on the cheese. So let's try to pair this with this beer, and then I'll pop open the next one real quick.
Nice.
Oh, the next one.
Okay.
Killing me, Smalls.
More bump, the better.
More bump per the ounce.
You know, I'm
Now
only
you're speaking
kidding.
my language. Chug it, bump. Chug it.
Yeah, even with this beer, actually, I'm getting a lot of. Once again, it's mostly the herbs on this cheese. I mean, you can see that this thing is just like covered in herbs.
Yeah, it is.
So it's mostly that. When I drink it, it washes away a lot of the flavor. That's pretty potent. But I am left with a little bit of that kind of green olive type note. The beer, it almost tastes like water at this point with this cheese. But it just kind of cleanses the palate. Doesn't really do much else. So, all right, get rid of that beer. Next beer is actually a saison, or an American farmhouse ale. This comes from Brewery Artisan Ales. They're out of Oklahoma, and this beer is called America.
I've had that.
ABV. Oh, I didn't even say the ABV on this other one. I don't even know what it was. 5.5% on that one. Nowadays, this one comes in at a 6.6.
I know. A little heavier,
Yep.
yeah.
You're pretty good. Now shut up. You need to make that.
What kind of beer is this again? I'm sorry.
American farmhouse ale or a saison.
Okay.
They're the same style.
Yeah.
So very tight white bubbled head, yellow coloration, yellow, bright gold, whatever you want to call it. Very hazy. The aromas, a little bit of a lemon. It's like lemon, lemongrass, spicy type notes. This is a difficult one. It's not like super like barnyard funky or anything like that. It is just like a kind of spicy. I don't mean like hot spicy, but like cooking spice aromas with like lemon, lemongrass type of deal going on. A little bit of a sourness to it as well.
Nice.
All right. Well, first swing on this one for reals.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
For reals.
Cheers.
Almost Valley Girlish.
Whiskey
All right. There's a quick hint of some pink bubblegum in there. A little bit of that kind of lemongrass type note. A little bit of that kind of herbal spiciness coming through as well. A little bit of a green flavor, kind of hay, but not like damp hay. It's not super funky on this one at all. Freshly mowed meadows.
Wow.
That's not good.
That sounds
kind
like
of a medium,
It
kind of a
sounds
medium body to it. Slight bit of drying effect on the palate. Carbonation, it's just pushing medium, I would say. Let's just pair this up with this cheese now. All right, let's just get More cheese in my mouth.
There you go. That's how you got to do it when you don't have a block.
Overpower it. Out.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Cheers, John Womack.
Yeah, I'd say the America goes better with the feta. It just kind of has that kind of lemongrass note that still shines through with all the nice olive type flavors coming out of this Mediterranean feta. And I think those two go well together.
Nice. So the
Yeah.
better one, the second one,
The better one is the saison versus the blonde ale.
the blonde. Yeah.
The blonde ale was kind of like low flavored to begin with, and just kind of tasted like water, like I said, after eating this cheese. So there we go.
I wonder if I wonder just with like, oh, you're still tasting that?
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
He's
I'm
just
still eating it.
yeah, he's just
No,
munching.
I wonder. I wonder if the complexity of the flavors in that with that cheese was better with that was terrible English, was better with the saison though, because of its funky. It's like that. I don't know. It sounds like it would go good together. I don't know.
Yeah,
That just
well, I mean, like, mostly what I get. There's some other various spices in there, but I can't pinpoint them.
right.
Maybe oregano. I don't know. But to me, it's just kind of you get that salty olive. It's like straight up olive mostly.
Oh yeah.
The salinity from it. And I mean that you think olives and stuff, they grow from the earth. They come from the earth in the America. Kind of had some of those earthier type flavor notes, like the lemongrass, or like kind of that. Like I said, it was like fresh mowed meadows.
You know what? I have to say something real quick, man. I'm not trying to like. This is totally a beer and cheese tasting, but I have to say something. I found it very distasteful. Nah, I shouldn't. I'll do it in the back end. No. Nothing with the panel. Just something I saw in my neighborhood.
Oh,
But,
what the hell did I do?
I'm not getting scared in a hurry.
So I'm gonna hold off.
Right after I go, you start talking about
Yeah.
tasteful.
No,
Oh man.
I'll talk about it in the back end if I remember. So, it was sucky actually. Anyway, very good. Thanks, Bumpy. I appreciate it. Nina, it's all you. Right on.
Oh wow! Hey,
You're
what's
up.
happening? So I'm drinking a Pilsner tonight. I got the American Buffalo from my local brewery, this Shades On out of West Kingston. And normally they brew a Pilsner with like all their imported ingredients or whatever from I don't know where, but like European hops and all of that they buy and ship in or whatever. Maybe they're having a hard time getting those, or maybe it was the 4th of July or something, but this is their American Pilsner using American ingredients and putting into play the Pilsner making practices of Europe or Germany specifically, or Czech Republic, what have you. So yeah, I've been kind of drinking this one. It's been like the house beer recently because I ended up picking up a lot of it, and I don't know if it's still in print. I'm looking at the website now. It looks like, yeah, you can still buy it. So it's a 5.2% refreshing Americanized take of our Buffalo Pilsner. I guess they have a series going. They're donating a percentage to some Center for Disaster Philanthropy. So, I mean, it's like an interesting American thing they've got going on. So, it's a nice beer. I'm pairing this today with, the hell is this? This is from Aldi. This is the Jack cheese. Monterey, that's it. Monterey Jack. A nice neutral. When I was doing the research on this, I always thought it was more like a cheddar kind of a cheese. You know, like I would put it in like the cheddar category, like a light white cheddar. But it turns out a lot of people were associating it more with mozzarella. So here I am wondering, is this going to be more of a mozzarella, or is this going to be, you know, your whatchamacallit, kind of like a sharp cheddar sort of thing. So I'm excited to find out what we're working with here. Anyway, I've been drinking on this. Once I saw that Bumpy had a couple of beers, I figured that might get a little long. So I popped the cap on my beer and started sipping. I probably should have gone for the smell. But yeah, it's a real dough ball, this beer. The nice doughy Pilsners are going around in my neck of the woods lately. This one, however, and I wonder if you can really smell it, but there's like a noble-y, I don't know, there's a one beer I've been getting lately that has noble hops and a lemon drop hop. And the lemon drop reeks of lemon. Like you will smell a freaking lemon in the room when you crack a can of that. I want to put it like on fish. This one has the same noble hop, I believe, and I'm smelling that. Yeah, it's kind of like got a funk to it that's, oh, how would I put my finger on that? It's like if you could smell a bitterness. There's like a bittering presence to this hop. I guess it's kind of, could be the yeast also. But there's an interesting note that I can't really put my finger on. It's not like anise, but it's in the anise category. Fennel, it's not really like too fennel-y. Maybe on like the lingering tongue aspect of it. Would it be fennel? Possibly fennel would be, you know, in the range. We're getting warmer. We're not on fire. We're you know.
But that's
Cool. So that's a good suggestion. I'm not positive what I'm going to put my finger on. I'm going to say it almost smells like a licorice-y kind of thing, but it doesn't taste like licorice. It's yeah, fennel might be in the category. I haven't had a lot of fennel for a while now, but yeah, maybe in that range. So it's nice, crisp on the palate, crisp finish, gives you that bittering, but dissolves. When I smell it, I'm afraid that I'm going to taste that lemon that I was getting from the lemon drop hops, but you don't get that. Anyway, so I appreciate this beer, 5.2. A little bit of a floral note. I guess, you know, like we were discussing a minute ago with the fennel-y kind of thing. I could kind of lean into, I don't want to say juniper, but yeah, we were talking gin a couple of days ago, and it's got kind of a ginny kind of a thing going with it. I guess, you know, maybe it is kind of like a juniper-y kind of note that goes on with the hop. So anyway, this cheese we have here, I'm really excited to try this. I'm not ultra familiar. Well, you know, I have Jack cheese here and there, but normally it has a bunch of stuff in it. Like you get the pepper jacks. So this is a good straight up. I'm going to go 4-piece. Now, I can see where the mozzarella comparison kind of in texture comes into play with this one. However, I do see that, or taste more of a sharpness to this cheese that would kind of classify it more along the lines of a cheddar, in my opinion. It's kind of like between those two. As I want to say, a little bit of a provolone kind of roundedness to the center of it also. So this is an interesting cheese. It gives you that Sharpie finish like you'd expect from a cheddar. A little bit of the mouthfeel like you'd get from mozzarella, but there's also a crispness across your palate like you get, well, you know, provolone has that, I think it's been described as feet or, you know, kind of a lingeringness, funkiness. And I guess that is the most funk that you're getting from this one. It's kind of on provolone, but you're getting like a cheddar sort of, that sharp cheddar finish. It's a good cheese. I mean, I'm really impressed with this one. if it wasn't so chewy for a second there, it'd be really good. Like if it was on a cracker, it'd be great. I got another tiny piece here. I'm gonna eat and wash down with some beer. So yeah, very mozzarella springy to it. And these work very well together. I did a little research, and it turned out that these were kind of, like a match made in heaven sort of thing. Or I don't know, they were kind of saying to go more of the sharp cheddar. And I don't know, a sharp cheddar tends to have, like Smokey was describing earlier, those salty, I don't know about, it doesn't have to be salty, but the sharp cheeses tend to have less of a waxy rubberiness, I feel. Like we had Swiss, I believe, a week ago, kind of had the rubberiness to it. Anyway, so this is a very nice cheese. It would be great to be broken up with little bits of pepper or what have you inside of it, just to kind of make it a little more manageable, to kind of chew and snack on without having to add a carbohydrate. The way that it all paired together was very nice. I almost felt like there were two gears kind of, moving each other along. They really kind of worked with each other and, in unison, which I appreciated. I haven't had, any kind of real clashing cheeses here on the program. And these really went nicely together. The Pilsner crisp, the way I described this robust cheese that's manageably crisp on the palate. The two of them worked very well together. I would recommend this. This is nice. There's nothing to be afraid of here.
Yeah. No, that sounded perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, and you have a lot of fans too. Everyone loves you.
Oh, I like that. Thank you, fans.
Got a great group of people here. Thanks, guys, for being here in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, panel, again. So, all right, man. Whisky Scout, it's all you. It's all you.
Got some Murray smoked Gouda. And I think I looked it up on the website, and actually this is kind of mislabeled a little bit because I found it curious. Now I've messed it all up. Hold on. But in the Murray's thing, they list, you piece of crap. Maple leaf. It's actually, I think, maple leaf smoked Gouda. It comes out of Wisconsin because the label, I finally just read the label, learned a little bit, but it has a young Gouda from Wisconsin, cold smoked with hickory wood chips for a blah flavor, which we'll discuss, and a maple, which when it says maple there, it tells me that's what it is. Anyway, I got that for cheese because I like smoked Goudas. And I got this. Let me get back on this.
Ooh.
And this is Tallgrass Raspberry Jam. Now, Tallgrass Brewing Company ceased operation in 2018 in Manhattan, Kansas. And so a lot of their stuff, if you see it lingering on shelves, it's all kind of filtered out with time because it's all aged out. Well, I seen this today. The label's a little different. So I purchased this, and I did a little research when I got home. And Wichita Brewing Company has picked up, which bought some of their equipment, moved here, has picked up finally the rights to brew Buffalo Sweat and a few other ones that were really good tallgrass beers.
Nice.
So they're reopened. This should be fresh and new. This all started in 2020. Get this poured. And I don't know whether to go with the cheese first. I think I'm going with the cheese first because Gouda is generally a mild cheese. The smokiness will give it a little bit of something, but camera's probably not as good on here as that. Boy, that is lemony clear.
Poor man.
That doesn't even have, it's almost like a lemony, slightly hazy, very clear, very effervescent. For raspberries, it doesn't have any of the red color. I thought it would have been a little red colored. Ooh, almost put the shit. Today, if I'm going to bleed cutting cheese like I did last week, y'all get to see it. Last week was a mess. That was not good.
You only got like a little chunk of the cheese.
I know, and it was really. But today we are successful.
Nice
Cheers.
fiber of cheese.
So anyway, we'll jump on the cheese real quick. Oh, that hickory smoke comes through very well. Oh man, there's like even a little nutty. There's a little nuttiness coming through with the hickory smoke.
Nice.
But I like smoked Gouda. They're milky, creamy, buttery. The hickory's nice, and it's not a strong smoke. Not at all. It's very pleasant.
Fight it like Bumpy. Sorry.
Almost like hickory smoke, like you get on bacon when you get a hickory smoked bacon. It's good. It's good.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I
Nice.
love hickory smoked Gouda. This is very good. All right. Now for the beer. And again, I'll show it one more time. It's from Tallgrass Brewing, but Wichita Brew Company here in Wichita actually brews it. It's not brewed in Manhattan anymore. Manhattan, Kansas. Raspberry jam. It's a Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss. Okay.
Cheers, man. Bottoms up.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot to even nose it. Oh well.
I've.
We done went
It
past that
happens
far.
from time to time.
I'm ready
Ready to drink.
Yeah, been Bumpy and them damn long reviews just kept me held up.
I think I did a good job with the
Great job, Professor Bump.
All right. Sweet. There is a sweetness from the raspberry jam. There's a slight tartness and a sourness. The sourness is from what like the Berliner Weiss, I think, gives to it. Because it's kind of waffles in between that sour tart note. But it's the sweetness balances out very good. Slightly acidic, though. There is an acid note. But that's not always a bad thing as long as the sweetness balances that. Let's do it again. Because I'm getting raspberry, but it's not a very bold raspberry note. And raspberry, when you eat them, raspberries, they do tend to be a little acidic anyway, for me. I mean,
yeah, a little tartness to them.
I'm missing any hops note. Maybe ever so bit of just a white bread, not the crust, just the white center doughy portion of the bread. That's about all from the beer. That's everything else is raspberry, tart, sweet. It's balanced. I love it. It's 4.5. I didn't say that. It's 4.3% alcohol by volume. Very drinkable. Now with the cheese. Oh, work together. I get sort of like a small, like a light wine note with that when you combine it with the cheese. It's kind of weird, but it's almost like, I don't know. It's like a little bit of that tartness and that sourness is almost in a wine character. It's good. Everything balances. Everything works well together. I'm gonna have to go get. I bought a 6-pack. I'm getting another one of these. So when you go do yours, Brew Man, now refresh.
Here's to that.
All right.
I'm liking it, guys. It's working.
Went good. That's good, man. All right. And there was no blood. You know, everything was good.
This week, you're good.
Oh,
That's funny, man. Man, we got a good.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
I was suffering from trauma.
Oh no. It's all good. That's why we human, right? We live and learn. We deal with our problems and go forward, right?
I got no problems.
I don't think I do. All right, it's my turn. Well, thanks guys again. It seems like you guys have picked some pretty decent pairings, so that's quite nice. That's good to see. All right, so what I have is I have one from Ex Novo out of Portland, Oregon. It's a mango salsa inspired kettle sour with mango, passion fruit, and jalapeno.
Cool.
These guys have a really cool. Me and my wife ate there one night. It was a really cool brew pub. They got their, there's the all the fermentation tanks all lined up right there by where you're eating. It's really just a real cool experience. Good food too. So if you ever come to Portland, Oregon, go to Ex Novo. Great beer, great food, great experience. So
I love salsa, so I'm interested in this.
if I'll have to find a couple more and figure something out here. A few more.
Well, no, if you tell me it's nasty, I don't want it.
Yeah, if it's nasty, But I paired it up with I'll just kind of go through what I paired it with, then we'll go with I'll pour the beer, then we'll do the cheese. So I did a everything bagel goat cheese. The sours really go good with goat cheese. And this everyday bagel, I opened it up, and I'll go into that a little bit, but it was different than what I thought, than what I expected. But so let's go ahead. So we have what is the percentage of this? 6.5%, and they're out of Portland, Oregon. It was canned on 6/4/20, so a little over a month old. Got it over at, I got to say this because the guy's really cool. Him and his wife run this little bottle shop over in Astoria. It's a Bridge and Tunnel bottle shop. I've mentioned them a few times on my videos. Very cool shop, though. Here we go. All right, so we got a nice two-finger head on the pour. Let's go to the nose. It's got there's a little bit of a vinegar smell coming out of it.
Awesome.
But it punches into like a mango, and you get a slight jalapeno skin smell. Like not the, not the heatiness or anything. It's just like that vegetal, like jalapeno, like, or how they say it on in Canada with those dudes, jalapeno. Jalapeno, yeah.
Jalapenos, yeah.
But it does have that kind of a vegetal, I guess, if you want to say that. I don't want to scare you when I say that because that sounds gross. But the jalapeno kind of skin, fresh skin. Yeah, there you go. But it doesn't smell bad, nice and balanced, not heaty. Let's go to the head here. The head is the retention in the head. The head looks white, nice, creamy, frothy head. Retention seems to be pretty stable, pretty good retention. It went down to about a finger-ish, so not too bad, For a sour, not too bad. Usually they go down quick, damn. Hazy, it's a hazy, opaque, can't see through it. Looks like juice, looks like lemon, like hay. It's like a yellow, looks like lemon meringue pie. It's another one of those kind. Very hazy and swampy looking. It's really like just crazy looking. The carbonation, carbonation's medium fast rising bubble, medium more. So let's go for the drink. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
That beer looks nice.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh, my God.
Is that a good damn it?
Satisfaction?
Yeah, no heat. It tastes like Doritos. It tastes like nacho cheese Doritos. With like that mango peppery mango salsa, like cilantro. You're getting like all these weird like oniony flavors and garlic, and it's very jalapeno. Holy crap. But green, no heat at all. Just tastes like fucking what I smelled. When a beer tastes like what it smells to me, that says a lot. I mean,
Cool.
when you're mixing that well, holy shit. All right, this is good. It's smooth. It's more Goza like. It's more like tangy, more not Berliner Weissy like a crazy vinegar, like apple cider vinegar like ness. Yeah. It's more easier to drink. It's more as I punch myself in the head. No, it's easier to drink though. It's nice and smooth. It's got a nice, smooth, clean mouthfeel. The body's a medium body. The finish is I still have that corn, nacho cheese, jalapeno kind of feel on the back of my finish. That is weird.
I wonder if there's a corn adjunct.
Must have corn in it there because that Dorito comes out, right?
That's
they're made with corn, so fried corn, something like that. Yeah, it's weird. Let's go ahead. Let's taste the cheese now. I was really looking at this one, so you can see it's got all the stuff on the outside, kind of like they do with like the blueberry ones, or even the honey ones have some shit on the outside.
It looks like the outside of an everything bagel.
It does.
Yeah, exactly. Rolled with the same stuff, probably.
Yeah.
You can get that.
Tastes like an everything day bagel, that fucking bagel. It tastes like that bagel. Mm-hmm.
With cream cheese.
With cream cheese. With that goaty, creamy tanginess. Oh, it's very tangy. It's nutty. It's got a nuttiness. It's got a spicy pepper. It's got it's salty. Oh boy. This will go good actually with an IPA, I think. Let's have some more. Oh yeah, that nuttiness. So with the onion, garlic, even a vegetal in this in a way, sort of kind of herbal, more herbal, peppery, not spicy peppery, just a peppery taste to it. Well, all right, let's go.
That sounds good.
Like I say, sours with goat cheese makes it turn into a fucking a cheesecake. But this one actually tastes like those balls like I had last time, mixed with the cracker, you know?
Oh, yeah, cheese ball.
It's very crackery, corny, and you get like the herbs, you get all the zest of the sour, the citrus, the lemons coming out of this mango. Right. You get all these herbs coming out of the cheese itself, and then that milk, and it just goes, and then it like thickens it up and just makes it taste like you've eaten like a fucking everyday bagel, man. Like it really, it's really good. Like I'm fucking, yeah, dude. Yeah, like
I'm gonna crawl through the screen in a minute.
Bagel. Oh my god, with some yogurt on it or something, like some no, it's still got that cheesecake kind of feel to it, you know. I don't know, it's still got it kind of, when you mix the sour with it, it really blends well.
I'll have what he's having.
It tastes like you just had a really good morning bagel. It was fucking delicious. I'm serious, like this was try I'm gonna get down little, but Matt, no, seriously, cheers guys. No, try a goat cheese next week. I'm just giving that challenge.
You want to save that for
sour. We could even make next week a goat cheese week if you wanted to just do that.
Okay,
I got it.
Looks like I'm going to Hannaford's.
I'm going to go milk a cow. I mean to go.
Is that a problem, Bumpy? Are you okay with that?
No, I'm fine with that. No, it's just Hannaford's. Hannaford's has a huge cheese selection. So that's
good.
Why
okay,
it's a good store.
Nice.
The one near New Hampshire and Vermont, or wherever they all meet up in Western Massachusetts, that area. That's the one I like.
Yeah. They're a little spendy on some things, but overall, they have a great selection of stuff. So.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's true. 30 minutes south of me, they have a way better selection of the cheese. Well, over here, I don't know. I guess it varies. You go different places, you get different things, and you're like, oh my god, I never seen that. But it's the same with beers, though, too. You know, all these bottle shops in different areas, and they all get different stuff. So, but cool, man. Man, this has been fun. This has been a good one. So we'll do. I'll just say it out loud. If y'all want to join with some goat cheese and a beer, I actually am doing a challenge. Let's do a challenge panel. Bring a sour or kettle sour, any kind of sour, doesn't matter. Goza, goose, whatever you want. Bring it.
Drink one right now.
And do it. And do it with any goat cheese of choice. Okay, we're gonna do it like that, and that'll be our planned cheese for the month. Let's say. We kind of already did one, but that's all right. It's fun. Fuck it.
It's the new month. It's next week. It's a new month.
Yeah, there you go. It is a new month. Yeah,
Worked out. New dawn, new day.
Kind of. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I said it's his show. It's his show. It's his choice.
rules. Who cares?
That's right.
Goat cheese. Let's go.
Go boy.
I can't even make a goat sound. What do they make?
Well, we don't have to if you don't want to, but I definitely challenge you to try it. That's up to you guys.
That's the
Who's
rock
doing
sound.
that? Yeah, that was a rock.
That was last night, Bumpy.
So close. That was the Bach.
That was last night.
Oh yeah.
Debacle.
That was the
Literally,
Easter. The
debacle.
Easter bunny does that, right?
Debacle.
Oh man. Well, shoot, guys, gal. Go around the table and tell us what you think, your last notes, your score, and please tell everyone about your channels, what you got coming on, where you're gonna be. If you don't have anything going on, just say it. You know, if you're, you know, whatever the hell, just tell everyone where you're going, where you're gonna see them, and this, that. So cool, man. Let's start with you, man. Right on, Smokey. We got you.
All right. Hell yeah. I've recently been asked to co-host What's the APV, so you guys can find us on Beer Chug's channel on Wednesday nights. Tomorrow's going to be Summer Beers, and the Challenge Beers is going to be a local St. Louis brewery. Miscellaneous is going to be from Second Shift, so that should be a lot of fun. We're trying to pick specific breweries for the Challenge Beers.
Anheuser-Busch.
So,
Nice.
but ultimately, I'm going to wrap this up with my beer and cheese because this is, again, like I think my second time ever mixing the two. And Mother's Brewery, I got to shout them out because somebody from Beer Man's community told me that this is a hell of a company. And what I like about it, on the side, it actually tells you how many hops per pound was in this specific batch to brew this beer. It took 463 pounds of hops for flavor and aroma, and none for bitterness. So when you're drinking this, it just is absolutely delightful. It tastes like mangoes and finishes like papaya. And the 10% alcohol was only brought out if I had the cheese and then took the beer. So if I had, specifically, I'm new to this, but if I had to do it, I love taking a drink of the beer and then eating the cheese. That was phenomenal. But having the cheese in my mouth with the beer, it would bring out the alcoholic taste. Whereas reversed, I would taste more fruit in the cheese from the NIPA. So I preferred to let the cheese melt away before I mix the two. But overall, Chug Suckle Suckle is going to be inside of my fridge from here on out. 10%, I can't taste that. That's 100 out of 100 for me. This is a must-have in your fridge. This is absolutely delightful. Independent craft. It has that beautiful little logo down there that lets you know that they don't take no gruff from no man. And that cheese, it's just from Aldi's, their specialty series, at least 1 year old aged, and unbelievably, it has the salt crystals in there. And that's a 92 because I'm a sucker for salty ass cheddar.
Nice.
But cheers, beer man. Thank you so much for having me. Tuesdays are awesome.
Nice, man. That was a small
let me do
can,
this one
right?
for you, Smoky Ninja.
What's up?
Atari, bring me another Chug Suckle Suckle.
Right? Yeah. Stat. You know what I mean? Stat. Now, my follow-up beer is an Elysian. Never had it. Contact days. It's
Hey, that's a good beer.
Can't chug the $4 craft beers every day, you know?
Yeah.
What was the size of that other can? It's like 11 ounce one? Or it looked like a little fat chug?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chug,
That's
I
12
think
ounces.
it's just a solid 12, I do believe.
Oh, they're just fatter?
Yeah, it's just 12. I think the sticker is causing an illusion. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a beautiful,
weird. God, it looks
it's
weird.
a beautiful sticker on this thing. And I mean, I love the description. It tells you it's called A Long Strange Trip, and then it goes on to tell you like a little story about it. And then it says,
Dead, man. It's like
uh,
Grateful Dead, man.
it should-
It's
try it with tikka masala. Tikka masala. But I love this can. It tells you how many hops are in it, how bitter it should be. Amazing. Mother's Brewery is doing it right.
Let me get you out there. Sorry.
Good information.
We're back. I was singing a Grateful Dead song in my head and I got lost. Sorry.
You went to another plane, beer man. That's fine.
That was a country song too, but yeah. Trucking's a good song, man. No, all right.
Cheers to tracking.
Cool. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, man.
Trucking, man. Right. Cool. So miscellaneous, go for it, brother. All right.
All right, man. So, like I said, did some notes while everybody was doing their review. I got it off the beer by itself. I got some slight toasty malt, light on the sweetness. Had a great hop balance for flavor-wise. I mean, it wasn't too overpowering. It was just really nice and refreshing. Had a light to medium body, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 95 because, like I said, the first time I had that beer, I absolutely did not like it at all. Always like to come back to things. Really good, actually, in my opinion.
Awesome.
I know it's not the most crafty beer, but like I said, I had a agenda. I was gonna go with the fat tire cheese and the fat tire beer. So, anyways, the cheese. When I ate the cheese and I drank the beer, it brought out some more of the malt characteristics. It brought out like a more of a roasty, toasty malt flavor when it was comboed with the cheese. It was very good. A slight salty, rich and creamy. Like I said, it had like slight fruity notes similar to that Bellifatino cheese that we've had, which is a cheese that's made with ale. I guess it's something that just when they mix the two, that's what you get. It wasn't super sharp for a cheddar, which I didn't mind. Wasn't overbearing, but I'd say it was one of the best ale cheese that I've had. I'm not putting the Bellifatino down. It's a different kind of cheese. This was more rich and creamy, where the other one was drier and crumbly, more with the crystally type cheese. But cheese was awesome, and I'm going to score that a 95 as well. If you guys can see it and you get your hands on it, it's really good, man. My overall score was a 98 together. It was really good, man.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely
Awesome.
worked together, and they don't pay me anything, so
They work together, and damn right they should have been.
Yep. So, yeah, really
Nice.
don't have anything going on. Should have a brew day coming up shortly. Maybe I'll put something out or chat with some of my buddies that have a community page and get the word out. So,
Nice.
other than that, not too much. He brought up beer chugs. Everybody knows Multi Mondays, beer recipe Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Beer Cheese Tuesday if you're here. So
When you fish with that magnet, that is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When you like,
I need to get out and do some more of that.
That is wicked. I could watch that all day at work.
He
That
fights
is-
bikes.
yeah, no, that's neat. There was one time he was like, I can't pull this up. It's something stupid anyway. And I was like, agreed. Let's move on. You know,
I did. I was tired. Fuck that.
That is
Oh, you
that
did.
is stuff. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Right, man. All foresty.
Okay, go.
Awesome. A 98 though. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Good
So,
score.
Like
All
they
right,
were meant
The only problem with that box of chocolates thing is usually they give you a little like sheet that tells you exactly what chocolates in what spot.
I can't read though,
No.
so it's still confusing to me, though. Like,
Well,
what?
My wife never knows what she's getting, so she goes back. She'll take one bite out of a piece of chocolate. She don't like it. She puts it back in the box.
What?
Yeah.
Spit back.
But you know, if you
I
get one of
know.
those long skinny ones, it's either
Robert
going to be
will probably like
strawberry
that. I'll
or,
leave that in there
some
for
like
him.
orange cream fill.
I go back through there and just like a vacuum cleaner. I just clean it all out.
Yeah, I would eat the half-eaten chocolates too. Secret
Oh, yeah.
time. I would go back in there too.
I
I think
like
fine.
she's entertaining though.
the C's old-fashioned candies. You ever get those? Anyone? Those are real good. They're from like the West Coast, or actually they might be from like the South somewhere, but like popular on the West Coast. You get them in airports. I figure you'd know all about airport candies, beer man.
Oh yeah, when I
What's
used
the
to
name again?
I worked
See?
there.
It's like, your eyes, you can see.
I don't know
Hell
that
yeah.
one.
They're really good. They're the best. They're like old school. Anyway, back to the cheese.
Bumpy, 2 beer scores, please.
All right, so I guess I'll start off with the shout outs before I go into the whole thing. Everybody, like Miscellaneous says, you already know about Multi Mondays. I'm not going to shout that out again.
Great show.
What's the beer,
yeah.
though? You can shout that out.
Oh, yeah, please.
What's the beer?
Yeah,
For
the
Multi
beer
Monday,
Monday.
what's the next theme?
We
Oh,
don't
no.
we don't know until after Wildcard Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. That's usually when Wildcard Wednesday. I'll be joining Wildcard Wednesday tomorrow with one of the most expensive IPAs I've purchased. So I hope it's really good. So right after that, that's when we'll know exactly what beer is going to be, because there is a poll up. It's in the Hangouts. It's also in the description of my last Multi Monday video. So if you don't even have to watch the stupid video, just go in. You see the script,
Never talk about your
the
video.
I
description,
love your videos.
and you go in there and you can just vote. Right now, international lagers are winning. Which international lagers are anything like you get the Mexican cervezas, you get beers like lagers from Canada, Jamaica.
Heineken.
Yeah. I think Heineken, Holland, anything like that falls into it. I don't think like Germany would kind of fall into that because they kind of have their own style, anyways, where they kind of perfected the lagers. So,
Australian,
but yeah, Australian,
Japanese, Chinese.
Foster's, Japanese,
Anywhere
Chinese,
but Germany.
international, anywhere but Germany
Or Czechoslovakia.
or Czech or the Czech or America, because then you got your American.
Actually,
We're
even
not
English lagers
international,
are
I
probably
guess.
different.
What about
Right.
English beer?
Well,
Yeah.
we're international compared to other countries. Like, somebody else would be like, well, they're international, but whatever.
Are you going to classify England as
Let's
its
get a
own
plane
thing, or
ticket
can
and
you
go
do England or
stream from
not?
somewhere else.
What's that?
Can you drink English beer or not?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Therefore,
It's international, right? Anybody that's foreign to us, pretty much, except I'm going to exclude Germany because, I mean, you got German lagers there. Yeah, all right. That can be its own thing. So we got that going on. Let's see. We got Wildcard Wednesday tomorrow. Wednesday starts 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be there. Right after that, that's when the poll finishes for Multi Monday, and then I'll let everybody know what beer actually is going to be the next style. Friday for Alex's Food Friday is burritos. So you guys can join. That starts at 8 p.m.
Oh yeah,
8 p.m.
that's
Yeah, I might be
Friday.
able to make that one. I like burritos.
yeah,
burritos.
If I have an excuse to get in a burrito, I'm signed up.
Right.
Yeah.
What else is going on? We got, I think we mentioned the What's the ABV on Beer Chuck's channel, also Wednesday night, right after that starts up around 9 p.m. Eastern time. You guys just do the time variables, across the country, wherever you live.
Figure that out yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, you
And
don't
then,
have to do that. You just get the bell on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, the bell.
What else? Also, I mean, Beerman does do his Build a Beer Wednesday as well, where he's putting together a recipe.
No, you're right.
I unfortunately usually don't join that. I wish I could, but I'm doing the Wildcard Wednesday thing and the other thing. But if anybody else is interested, Build a Beer with Beerman on Wednesday as well. That's what time do you usually start that? About 7:30?
Yeah, well, 5 my time, yeah. So 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern.
8 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, 5 my time. So yeah, cool. Thanks for shouting that out.
That's something I really want to join, but I'm doing something else. It just sucks. It's just one of those things I'm like preoccupied doing something else.
I want to be at the wild card thing too. I should try and make that actually. I can get a nice little buzz before I do the recipe, and then we can go to beer chugs after.
Right.
Really have a nice night.
So with the cheese and the beers and stuff, the nowadays, I'm gonna give the score on this one. I'm giving this an 83. It's just an average beer to me. It's like nothing special about it. That's based off of like other blondes I've had. There's a lot better blondes out there than this. And Allagash, they're an American company in Portland, Maine, and they specialize in Belgian brews. They make a lot of great Belgian brews, but this blonde ale is just bleh, whatever. Forget about it. If you want to pick it up, hey, it's
Forget about it.
It's not disgusting.
Forget about
There's nothing special about it. And then I'm gonna go to the cheese, and then I'll go to the other beer, and then cheese. So this cheese, it's like the cheese itself. I couldn't really taste the feta as much, so I will have to visit just regular feta without any of the spices just to see what the feta is actually about. I've had feta on like pizzas and stuff like that, and I enjoy it. But with all the spices, the cheese that I have in hand, for itself, just eating it like this, I think it's like a 92. It's a very good. You have to enjoy, I think, though, green olives, which I really, really like green olives. So, because that was pretty much the most flavor I was getting out of it, was picking up on that salty, vinegary, almost olive flavor. So it was very good. On a salad, if you put this on a Greek salad, that's a 100, because this is like the most enjoyable part of a Greek salad is the spices and the cheese itself.
Totally.
That'd be a 100. But I'm saving the rest of this. I'm gonna actually put this on salad, because that's exactly what this is built for, is to throw on salad. So fantastic there. The pairing between the nowadays and the cheese, I'm gonna give it an 80, which is a poor score. It's for me, it didn't really work. The beer itself was subpar, and then it just kind of took away from the cheese with mixing it with the beer, and the beer basically just tastes like water. So it was just like cleansing the palate. That's all it did. Like eat the cheese, cleanse the palate. That's all that beer and cheese pairing did. Didn't work out. It's poor.
Nice.
For America, I'm gonna give this a 90.
Coming again to save the money.
Yeah, give this a 90 out of 100.
Nice.
So it's a good. It's on the upper end of good. And then with the pairing with the cheese and the beer itself, I'm gonna give it a 93, which is gonna end that at a very good pairing.
Nice. Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Hey, perfect.
I had a feeling that what'd you say? Saison was going to work with
Saison
that.
Farmhouse,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need something to combat all those herbs and all those flavors you're getting, and that's probably was the best route you could have went.
That's what I kind of liked about it, was I was still getting both flavors from the I can't say from the cheese, but from the herbs. So still getting the herb flavors, plus I was still getting flavors from the beer itself. It wasn't just like, oh, the beer's become nothing. It didn't zero out the beer completely. So I thought that was good. Okay, that's
Nice.
it. You don't need a
Cool, man.
I love when you get the flavors from the herb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the turkeys and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, roast turkey, that's the best when you get that from the herb.
Yeah. Oh, that herb. Yeah. Okay. I need to.
I got my beer is pretty much polished off here. These are good. I'm gonna have to give these a very high rating. However, as good as this American Pilsner is, my boys over at Gray Sail Brewery in Westerly, Rhode Island, their 6% Poor Judgment Pilsner is phenomenal. It tastes like a dough ball, like a pizza dough, like a raw ball of pizza dough with 6% alcohol. It's so excellent, commendable. I'd like to see more beer like that from our area. However, this American Buffalo Pilsner has that weird bite note, and I don't mind it. I think it's nice. It's a bitteriness. It's a bittery kind of a hop, but it's not. It doesn't bother me. I like it. Like I'll go. It's just enough to not be an issue, but like before it, it's not an off taste, but it's a very fresh herbal kind of a taste, which can be, off-putting to some people, but this one's tolerable. Anyway, I've kind of switched gears now to a pale ale. It's, what do you call it? It's a 100th anniversary, a local seafood restaurant, with it, the one I was talking about earlier when I was drinking the Pilsner. This one has that lemon drop hop. So I switched over to this pale ale with the lemon drop hop, and I've had a couple pieces of my cheese with it, and it has totally lost that synergy that was present before with the Pilsner and the Jack. What's the full name of Jack?
Daniel?
Jack. Monterey Jack. It has lost all of that synergy.
It's a hair,
a bummer. But I don't know. It's a funky beer now. Anyway, what I had going on before, if I could just get back to that, which is like always the hardest thing to do, I have to rate that very highly. The Pilsner could be better. The cheese could possibly be better. This is like a cheap Aldi cheese, and what's wrong with that? They're a great company. It came from Illinois. Company. Aldi's from Germany. Pilsner. This Buffalo is like a German thing. Anyway, they blended perfectly. They were an excellent pair. I would have to give them like a 98, and that would be on the low side of the pairing. I think you could get some perfect Pilsner and perfect Jack blend. There's got to be, it's out there. If you had the time and energy to put them together, you could come up with like the perfect pair. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the 98. I'm going to give that a 98. I feel very comfortable doing that. It could possibly go higher. As for this pale ale and the Monterey Jack, they don't seem to work as well together. It's not bad, but it's kind of I've lost all those funky, delicious notes on this Monterey, and it's almost like I'm eating a piece of rubbery Swiss cheese right now with a pale ale. So this pairing is very... There's a lot here. It's not, smoke and mirrors. This isn't snake oil. There's a real, pair that some of these, when people have put together a chart on the internet where I came up with my Pilsner and originally cheddar, they're onto something. I mean, there's a real science here. I wish that I had that kind of directory in my mind where I could come up with a chart like that off the top of my head, and I'm just glad that I was able to reference this individual. But this is a winning combo, the Pilsner and Jack. I would try it. It could possibly be even better with something like a sharp cheddar. But what I was working with here today, I was very satisfied with, and I'm not going to fault anything. I think it was a great combo. However, the ale isn't up to that. So. Amazing how far you can go with just a slight change. And this is still in one of those very light categories, this pale ale,
Right.
Still very light.
Right. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Well, that was perfect. Sounds great. Is there anything you want to, are you putting out any videos or?
I've been shopping at Craigslist. I got to do a timing belt on my Volvo, and I don't know about most people. I like to have another car pretty much if I'm going to change the timing belt on something. So I don't know. I've been shopping around, and people seem to be asking a lot of money for their old stuff right now. But I would certainly put a camera on the engine if I'm going to do, because that's such a heartbreaker too. Doing the timing belt on your engine, you have to build them if they crash into each other with an interference engine. So that would make for good TV. Did I do it correctly or not? You can put a breaker bar on the crankshaft and twist it around by hand a couple of times to make sure.
Wow, you know how to do that?
It's pretty. It's like
I'm not surprised. That's cool.
I got a box. I got like a radiator hose
Not to
and
say that
shit.
you or anyone couldn't do it.
Okay,
Holy
what kind
shit,
of car?
that's awesome.
Whoa. What kind of car are you doing?
Volvo?
Volvos, yeah. The good thing about Volvo is for the
I've never
most
done one
part,
on a Volvo.
the screws come out of them. The rust isn't the biggest issue when it comes to the high nickel content in a Volvo. However, there's a lot of pieces you need to remove and a lot of, manual referencing you have to
To
do.
get to your timing belt, you're going to have to remove your entire shroud system, possibly your radiator.
No,
Yeah.
nothing like that, because it is a sideways facing engine. So you do kind of pull the wheel off, you pull a little panel off, you can see the flywheel, you can see the timing belt, you can see the accessories.
No, what about the? Never mind. That's a long story. Never mind.
But yeah, it's and you definitely need some beer after you spend all day working on an immovable object where you are like stretching all your muscles and all tense and you know what I mean? You're crying against this big immovable thing. And there's nothing better than a nice cold beer to relax your muscles at the end of slaving away at, some big sucker like that. So
My wife's never said that to me.
Poor guy.
yeah, you must smoke pot.
Yeah. Hey, you give me some instructions and I can usually follow it, but sometimes you mess up.
YouTube is a game
I
changer.
got lost.
Yeah,
Who's
I'm an
who's-
internet mechanic, as they say. I'm an
Who's on?
internet.
Yeah,
Who's
so
on
am I.
deck?
Yeah.
Who's scoring next?
Oh, it's Whisky Scout. You were up next.
Ooh, whiskey.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Nina.
You all
got it.
talk way too much. This is my number 4.
What?
Oh, wow, nice.
I am getting a buzz, by the way.
Ditto.
We all are.
Cheers.
I'm going to give the beer a 95. I'm going to give the cheese a 99 because I just love this Gouda cheese. Smoked Gouda is probably my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite cheeses of all. I've
Nice.
liked it for 30 years. I mean, different brands, different things. It's always as long as it's well done. The Berliner Weiss, this raspberry jam is probably the best version of it that I've had. Not that I've had a lot of Berliner Weisses, but this is really, really good. So 95, I don't remember what I said for the cheese, 99, I think. So we're going to average it out to 97 for the pairing. They work great together. I'm forcing myself to stop after one half of this.
No
I'm
blood.
not going to be Bumpy because Bumpy would eat it all. I'm not doing a Bumpy.
Nice.
Well,
He's giving it
Bumpy's
for a
got,
salad.
go back and look at some of the older stuff. Bumpy's gotten much better.
Yeah.
He has.
Well, I have an issue. I have an issue with wasting things. So it's like when I open up something, it can't just like be resealed unless I put it in like a Ziploc baggie, which would have been easy too.
This will be all right.
I didn't
for
think of it
tomorrow
at that
and the next day. This will be all right for tomorrow and the next day. Anyway, that's my score. 95 for the beer. I think it was 99 for the cheese and 97 in the middle. Excellent pairing. I'm enjoying it, as you can tell. So
Awesome. Great.
and
man.
no blood. No blood.
No blood.
No blood. And so you post every other day. Is that what I recall?
Nah, it's all dependent upon how much time I have and what I have.
Right.
My wife today went and bought another surprise bottle, but we really didn't have time to open it today, so she's run off and hid it from me. So hopefully tomorrow we can put something like that together. That's my goal. So
Awesome.
What was the
Oh, that's
ABV on that beer whiskey?
4.3%, and I'm telling you, I mean, I'm 3 in, so. But 4.3%, it's affecting me like it's a lot more than 4.3%.
Yeah, Keystone does that to me.
How many shooters you do before you came on?
Yeah.
None. I have been working all day on godforsaken
I'm only
port of
kidding.
Texas.
Then that's an earned.
But you never
bud,
know.
my friend.
Whiskey
That's an
Scout's got
earned
its
bud.
own
Yeah. Well, no.
plethora. I'd like to call it a plethora of.
Last night I was
Great
on.
word.
I was on Swami's channel and I had a few. So
Awesome. Yeah, that's good. I like having a few.
Try them on when you can.
5,
Why not?
7,
No
or
harm in
10,
trying.
20.
Oh. I'll read cheers and cheers.
All right. Cheers, man. Hell yeah.
I gotta get another one.
Well, I'm gonna
Fresh
give my
out.
score real quick because I gotta pee. This cheese takes away the jalapeno, but that's not a bad thing. I went beer 98. The beer was exceptional. It had that jalapeno nacho flavor. It was delicious. I would have it any old damn day you give it to me. I'd buy a 4 of this, no problem. The lactic acid wasn't terrible in the stomach or anything either. Real smooth. The cheese was a 98. I don't want to go to 100 because it definitely wasn't perfect. There's better things out there. That's a great thing to go by. So I'm gonna stop it at 98, and go together 98 all across the board. So in other words, it was 100, but we'll say 98. It was very delicious. Something I would pair again and eat again with it. I mean, this is just awesome. This beer and the cheese was just a great mix. So, but definitely a 98. Cheers, guys, man. This has been a great time. So, unfortunately, I have to piss so damn bad right now. Holy crap! Like if I don't, I gotta go. Yeah, no, seriously,
Gotta go.
it's right.
you need to write that down.
All right, cheers, everybody. Have a great night.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my outro and end this. You guys, thank you so much, chat. You guys are great. Much love, much love. Here we go. Oh, let me get me big first, and then we're gonna go to my outro.